My name's Betsy Hassler. I teach a 4-5 class at Ross Park Primary in Alice Springs. I'm currently in my second year of teaching. We're a school with a lot of different cultures and a mixture of different students from different places. Something that I've been working towards professionally is creating a collaborative environment and making sure that children can manage themselves rather than me having to manage them. I'll provide the conversations that need to happen in order for them to make the decisions themselves, which is always helpful. Then we're trying to work out the formula for volume. So what was the formula that we needed to use for volume?
You did the height times the width and then times the length.
Okay, so what would that be?
So that would be 125.
How'd you work that out?
Well, I did 5 times 5 and then I did that times 5.
The classroom routines that I'll have to keep them on task during the activity is that at the beginning of the lesson I'll explain the scenario, so that will get them really excited about the task and really motivated to get going. So our scenario is that Mrs. Blanchfield has asked us to provide her with 6 cubic metres of balloons for the spring fair. All right, so how do you think that we'd work this out? Ruby?
We could make a cubic metre.
After that, we will be working out our groups. So what I've given them is I'll give them all a card. On the back of that card, it will have a category of some sort, and then they have to match up their categories. Now, this category is English. I don't know what else goes with English. What else do you think goes with English? Talon?
Maths.
Maths. That's a good one. And Emily?
It could be like different languages.
Could be different languages. This follows on with my learning goals because it does provide them with a collaborative learning environment. They're not just making their cubic metre by themselves, and they're not just working with their usual groups that they usually work with.
Well, I reckon we should use the bamboo sticks because they would be really good for support.
We could use the 4 at the bottom and then use 1 to go to the top so we know how high to make everything else.
Some of these materials aren't going to be, they're not as easy to use as what they could be. So they've got to work within their groups to problem solve some of these things. For example, some of the newspapers aren't quite a metre long and they can't be rolled up to be a metre long. So I've got to put it to the students how they're going to solve these problems themselves. All right, guys, so we've only made this so far. So what do you think that we can do so then we can make something in the next half an hour?
Maybe slide the bamboo in.
Slide the bamboo in, but we've still only got 5 pieces of bamboo. Do you think that we need to probably go about planning a little bit better?
Yeah.
Yeah? So what do you think that we can do? Should we just keep on going as we're going, or should we take a step back and just think about how we should be doing this and what it should look like?
Think about it.
I think about it for a second. So we've got our piece of paper here. So that's great. Now, let's do a brainstorm exactly how we're going to achieve. I think with managing classroom activities with me, I've got an approach in the classroom that it is collaborative. So a lot of the kids are encouraged to work together to sort of achieve goals. And I find it very important to foster those life skills such as initiative. When you go out into the big wide world, no one's going to find your pencil for them. So quite often I'll just put it back to them and go, where do you think that you've put it? And then off they'll go and try and find it. And if they know that they're not going to probably get their teacher to look for everything for them, then they'll sort of learn a lot more at the end of the day.
How have you planned or modified your teaching program to engage all of your students? What classroom management strategies are important in order to have effective collaborative learning?